friends, it's Amanda from Over Yonder Crochet. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here. I'm so happy that you're here, and please like and subscribe so I can reach more people. Today I thought it would be fun if we talked about some free patterns. I've got 30 that I've rounded up, and I've separated them into different categories. So the first category is 10 that I have personally used and can vouch for and say that they're good. The next 10 are some that are on Instagram, and so I believe all of these are on the carousel, so you don't have to leave Instagram to access the pattern, and the whole pattern is on the person's carousel. And then the last category is YouTube tutorials. So this would be especially good for people who need a bit more of a visual. Maybe you're a beginner just starting out your crochet craft journey, and these would provide a little bit of extra help for you, a little bit more of a visual. So stick around if that sounds good to you. Let's get started. All right, I've got a list, so if I'm looking at this paper, that's my list of all the names of the patterns. So we'll start first with the 10 that I have personally used. So let's start with the One Dog Wolf. One Dog Wolf is the creator, and this pattern is for a baby humpback whale. Now I think the word baby is a little misleading in this one because she's big. This one is on a blog. I know sometimes, I don't know about everyone else, but sometimes those are the hardest for me because they usually have ads and the page is like moving up and down on its own. But I think this is a really good pattern. It was fun. All right, let's see. This was a much bigger undertaking than I was understanding. So here is the whale. She's very ginormous. I'm very proud of this project, honestly, because it took me quite a while, as you can imagine. I love the little, she's got brown eyes. She's so huggable. And so I definitely think this pattern is worth doing. It takes a long time, but it's not difficult. It's basically 2 pieces that you chain one on in and then go back. And so it's really not a difficult pattern. It's just, it takes a long time because of this size. But totally worthwhile, and I love that one. Okay, so the next pattern I'm going to talk about 2 different octo patterns, so octopus patterns. And I will be, as we go, I'll show the picture of the pattern on the side next to my face, especially for the ones later that I don't have an example of. Okay, this one's been well loved, and no judgment here. This is the first ever plushie that I made using crochet. I used to crochet back when I was a teenager and knit. I did learn. My grandma taught me, but I never made animals or plushies in general. So this is the first thing that I made when I got back into it. So this is the Crochet by Jenna Octo, and this is on a YouTube tutorial. I highly recommend this for a beginner. It's definitely beginner friendly. You'll need to know some of the stitches, well, all the stitches that I use. She doesn't go through and explain them all. She does link to other videos that explain the basic stitches that are going to be used. So I think this is a good starting point. Now the next one I'm going to show, I think, is an even better beginner option. And this is also a YouTube tutorial, and it's all from Jade. And I've left this little stream because I'm going to make it into a keychain. And you'll understand if you saw my video from last week, you'll see I made a lot of these. But this is her baby octo, and it is very small. It's very, very cute. So this is the same kind of idea as this one, but on the All From Jade tutorial, she walks you through each step and she shows it. And so I think I'd still recommend having a base level knowledge of the stitches, but it's gonna be a really easy walkthrough. It's gonna be really good for beginners. And I think this is part 2 of a larger project that she has, where you can build the mama octo and then stuff some of these up inside the mama and so it's like a hidden surprise. I haven't made the mama version, so I didn't include that, but the baby version is excellent. It takes me 10 to 12 minutes to make, and it just works out really quickly. I think I've pretty much got it memorized at this point. Great for beginners. Okay, so the next one, I've actually made this tutorial. This one is actually on a blog as well. But this is the baby whale, and it is created by, Stitch by Faye. Okay, Stitch by Faye, and I really like this one. Oop. This is not the smallest whale. I've got one later on in the video that's going to be an even smaller version, but this is kind of a mid-size. It only probably took me, I don't know, 45 minutes. I'm not the fastest crocheter in the world. Probably took me 45 minutes to make this, and it's really simple too. It's really easy. I recommend this. I would say, this is not the second thing I ever made, but I have another one that I didn't bring with me that was the second thing I ever made. I made it the same day as I made the octo, and I made it with acrylic yarn, and so it's a little bit smaller. This is with a plush yarn, but I recommend that pattern. I think it's a good one to do after you've done the octos. It's a good stepping stone. So the next one I don't have with me because it was a gift, but you can find it. I will put a picture of it on my Instagram, or it's on my Instagram, and I'll put a picture next to my head. So it was for a kitten, and it's Stitched by Faye. I think it was my issue with the velvet fabric velvet yarn that I used, in that mine looked like a gerbil or a guinea pig or a hamster. But I think it was towards the beginning of my crochet journey, so I think that may be why. But either way, it was very, very cute, and that's also a quick make. And I would say, good for beginners. Not the first project I would do, but maybe once you've done 2 or 3, you could do that one for sure. This next one is one if you wanted to use acrylic yarn, or actually this was cotton yarn. This was made in cotton yarn, worsted weight. So I don't work with that kind of yarn a lot. I vastly prefer plush yarn just for a lot of reasons. But I just wanted to try this pattern because I thought it was really cute. It's like a snaggletooth dinosaur. You can see, and I had bought some cotton yarn to try granny squares. I'm still getting used to granny squares. I haven't done one in a while just because it's not what I'm used to. But anyway, that's why I had the cotton yarn, and so I wanted to get something to make with it. And this is from a blog, and the creator of this pattern is Tafaletta. So I'll put a picture also on the screen from her blog. And I would recommend it if you wanted to work with a smaller yarn to make something. It's definitely turns out super cute. I love I don't know if you see the snaggletooth, but it's very cute. So the next one I did, if you're looking for a monkey pattern, and this is one that probably should have been done in a worsted weight, smaller yarn. It's a super gurumi monkey pattern that is on a blog. Because a lot of the ones that when I started out were just on blogs. I made this, and this is also a gift, but I will put a picture of the pattern on the screen. If you do it in acrylic yarn, I think it's supposed to be like 2 inches tall. It's very small. But I did it in plush yarn, and so mine turned out to be probably, 6 inches. I would say it's a good pattern. I think it's a lot of sewing for the size, but if that doesn't intimidate you, if you love to sew, then it's super cute. I would go for it. So the next one I'm going to talk about is also one of my early projects, which it's been well loved by my kids. They like to sleep with it. It's a stingray, so that's why some of the stitches are a little loose, because they like to hug it. This is made with Chenille Home Slim, and it's super soft. But this pattern is by Teresa's Crochet Shop. And I think this is also, I think she has a tutorial on YouTube. I can't remember if I saw it on YouTube or if I saw it written out. But she is on YouTube, Teresa's Crochet Shop Stingray. And I just saw on Instagram that she has a bigger version now, I believe. And so this is lovely. Now this was early on, so I got a little confused a couple times, but that was purely just me. But I'm 100% planning on making some more of these for some craft markets that I'm gonna do. We have a kind of science center aquarium in my community, and they're known for having a stingray that's super friendly, and it's just really fun to go see that stingray. And so that's kind of their mascot, so it's fun for me to make this because we love to see the stingray, so it's special for my family. Alright, so the next one is one that I just made, I think I just made it last week actually, and it's on my Etsy shop if you want to buy a completed version, if you don't want to make it yourself. This is a baby possum, and I think it's very, very cute. This was on Instagram in a carousel. All the instructions are just in the picture carousel, which I really like when patterns are released like that, if they're free. And the creator is Rumble Crochet, and I will put their name, everybody's names of the creator is going to be in the description so that you can look it up and find it easily. So this is super cute. It worked up quickly. I think the only thing I would say is that you need to be comfortable with color changes if you're gonna make this, but size-wise, I think it's the perfect size. I think it's really cute. I think it's gonna do well at markets. So that's why I'm gonna make a couple more for markets, and then if anyone buys it from my Etsy shop, I have it made to order. So if you order one, I will make it especially for you. The last pattern free pattern that I'm gonna talk about that I have personally tried is the Sparkle the Unicorn pattern. This is from Lovebird, and it's on her blog. I think there's also, I saw within the blog that she was planning on putting up some YouTube videos. I haven't taken a look at those myself, so I can't vouch for that, but this is by far the most detailed project that I have ever done, and the most time intensive. I finished this, oh, her sweet little neck. I should have put more stuffing in the neck, but I made this for my daughter. If you are up for a project, I mean, it turns out really cute, and ignore it, there's some strings coming out because my daughters play with it, but I can tuck those right back in. But it turns out beautifully. I didn't do everything she said to do for the eyes just because my daughter wanted it to look like it was sleeping. So that is what's going on there. But yeah, it's a beautiful make. I mean, I think the payoff is definitely there. You just need to know going into it that it's gonna take you a while. So she's beautiful. The instructions are good. They're very detailed, and it's completely, like, this is a very detailed pattern to be available free on a blog. So check that out. That's some Lovebird Sparkle the Unicorn. So that wraps up my 10 most favorite patterns that I've tried that are available for free. And then we're gonna move into the next category, which is, these are free patterns that I have saved on my Instagram, you know, the saved posts section. These are patterns that I fully intend to try out. I just haven't had time yet. And so I believe that all of these patterns are in a carousel style post. And so I think I really like having patterns. So if I'm gonna get one free, if I'm gonna pay for one, obviously I want a PDF, but if I'm gonna get one free, I think this is the easiest way to access the patterns, where you just have to scroll through the pictures and you have it saved on your Instagram. So I really appreciate when people do it that way. So let's talk about that. I think you might see a bit of a theme going on because we're getting towards the middle to end of February when I'm filming this. This is gonna come out in a couple weeks, so probably March. But at the end of March is Easter, it's spring. I'm gonna do a market, a craft fair right before Easter, basically 2 weeks before Easter. And so some of the patterns that I'm trying out are spring related. So you'll see a bit of a theme with that, bunnies and chicks and that sort of thing. So, but I mean, everybody likes those things all year round. It's just something that I'm trying to make for my market. And I'm also planning on doing a video in the next couple weeks where I review patterns that would be good for Easter, Easter baskets, or just springtime in general if you don't celebrate Easter. All right, so let's see. The first one on my Instagram save list is Betty the Heart Butterfly. And let me tell you, this is Double Dutch Sisters Crochet Co. Let me give you the right name. I'll pull up my Instagram here. And this is a good time to tell you that you should go follow me on Instagram if you don't already. It's the same name as here, Over Yonder Crochet. So go follow me on there. I'm always posting my makes over there. And I also do work on designing patterns, so check me out. All right, Double Dutch Crochet Co. Yep, that's what it's called. And they have a free pattern. I'll put the picture right here. Betty the Heart Butterfly. I think they've kind of geared it towards Valentine's with the colorway, but I think it would be perfect for any time. Really, well, I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm gonna put the picture up. But it's an adorable butterfly. The wings are hearts. I think in pastel colors, it would be great for spring. And then in any colors, it would be great for any time. So 100% planning on making that. I don't think the body would take that long. Just wondering about the hearts and attaching those, but I will probably include that in my spring pattern video, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Okay, the next one, and I guess this would be pattern number 12, is Schools Out is the name of the account, and it is the Cozy Bunny. It's a no-sew Cozy Bunny, and it looks like it's part of a series for them, Cozy Sweater Friends. And so as you can see from the picture, you can put the little bunny in a sweater. That's so sweet. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna include that. I'm kind of compiling bunny patterns, and so that's gonna be the main focus of my spring pattern review video is bunnies, but I'm definitely gonna make that. I love this sweater option. I can see where you probably would need to be an intermediate level crocheter to do all the color changes for the sweater, but it looks like it's just kind of baked into the body, and it's just the outlines that make it clear that it's a sweater. So that's really clever. I like that a lot. Number 13. All right, number 13 is a pattern from PixieKnotsCrochet, and you'll see it's a chicken mama pattern. So the idea with this one, it looks like you make the big chicken mama, and it's one of those where you flip it over and you put the tiny chicks inside her, and she kind of hatches them out, or you can pull them out. So I haven't tried one of these before, but I'm excited to try that eventually. I don't know if I'll get around to it for my spring video, but I'm definitely gonna try that. I'm gonna try all of these on this list, and if you just follow me on Instagram, you'll see them eventually. I don't know which order I'm gonna go in, but I'm definitely gonna try that one. That's super cute. I think those are really clever when you can pull those out. And it goes back to the Octos from All From Jade. That's another one that does that if you're interested in that kind of pattern. Number 14 on the list is, I think, a very popular pattern. I think I see it a lot. I'm guessing this is the pattern that I'm seeing all the time in market videos, and it's the Chubby Dino from Studio Phoebe 22. It's a mini Chubby Dino, and it looks so cute. Oh my gosh, it's so cute, especially in the colors that she used. And it looks like she's using, in the pictures, maybe a cotton or a smaller type of yarn. Let me see. I think she doesn't specify. She just says 2 yarn colors. Oh no, she did say she used a medium weight yarn, but it should work with any size yarn. So I'm 100% gonna try this one out with probably Premier Parfait Chunky, and so I will definitely report back on that one definitely gonna try that one. That's adorable. Number 15. All right, number 15 is 1 Cent Crochet is the name, and I see there's several of this designer's patterns on this list, both in the Instagram list and the YouTube list. So this is the free bunny pattern, and I'll put a picture right here, but this one is holding a carrot. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. All right, so I'm definitely gonna make this one for my spring review video. It's gonna be one of the bunnies that I do, a bunny roundup sort of thing. So stay tuned for that. Just huge head. I love the huge head on the bunny and the tiny little carrot. Sticking with 1 Cent Crochet, the next one is the sitting cow. It's like, I guess, a sitting cow. Oh no, that's the one that's on YouTube. Okay, the number 16 is also from 1 Cent Crochet, and it is a free cow pattern. This is like a small standing cow. So I'm planning on making that. I would love to make some for my market if I have the time. I feel like people really like cows. I live in the southeastern United States, so I feel like the farm animals are really popular. That's why, well, a possum's not a farm animal, but that's part of why I'm making a possum, because I think it would do well. That is super cute. I can't believe that that's a free pattern. It's just so cute. The next pattern is, I think you would say a hugurumi. It's a play on amigurumi. Oh, I'm trying to find the, okay, here it is. Here it is. So this is her Lovebirds pattern. I think it would be really cute as like a little chick pattern. She has it in yellow and green and in blue and white, as you can see from the photo. It looks like it would be really quick. Let's see. There's, the body is only 12 rounds, yeah. And it looks like it only gets up to 24 stitches in a round. So that should be super cute. It looks like it would be one where you would wanna, it would be easy enough for a beginner after you've maybe made some octos and moved on to just a little bit more detail. I think that would be great. I'm 100% gonna try that one out. Number 18 is actually moving away from the animals. Most of these plushies are animals or creatures of some sort. So I did do, it's still a, I guess you would still consider it a plushie, but it's just not in the animal family. But the next one is Mini Tulips, and the creator of that pattern, got away from my list, my saved list. Okay, so that pattern is by monua.stuff. And they're so cute. Now, part of why I saved this is because I'm planning on making some for my market and also including that in the spring review patterns. They're pretty small. I don't know if they're small enough to be a keychain. I'll have to see what mine look like. But they're adorable. They look like they'd be a fast make, 13 rounds. So I can't wait to try that. I can't wait to try that. And if any of you guys try these patterns based on my suggestion, please, like if you put it on your stories or on a post on Instagram, tag me. I would love to know that you got the recommendation from me. That would be awesome. Okay, so number 19 is, oh, it's so cute. It's a fluffy turtle, and it's on Instagram, obviously. Let's see. The name of the account is Cute Crochet Crafts with 2 S and then underscores between the words. And it's cute. It's a sea turtle. It's got the little fins. It looks really small, so I think it would be quick. Yeah, it looks like it would be pretty quick. So I cannot wait to try that. I've got one turtle pattern that I've used, but it was a paid pattern and it's more of a land turtle. So I cannot wait to try this for a sea turtle. If you're more interested in YouTube tutorials, I've got one on that part of the video as well, so stay tuned for that. All right, number 20, this is the last one that's on Instagram. This is Chubbs the baby bunny. Like I said, I told you there's a bunch of bunnies in springtime animals and items. Okay, this is Loops with Lauren. Oh, it's so cute. the one in her picture has kind of a fuzzy yarn. I don't know if I'll do a fuzzy yarn because I really do not need to be buying any more yarn. I'll probably just use like a burlap blanket, but it's kind of cute. It looks like more squishy. I don't think you put stuffing in it. Oh, I guess maybe you do, but you do it lightly. I don't know. Okay. Well, we'll find out. I'll put that in my review of all my bunny roundup and springtime makes. All right, it's time to go to category 3, which is YouTube tutorials. So I haven't tried these out yet, so I can't say right now how in depth each one goes. Like I did with the Tiny Octos, super in depth. She shows everything that she does. But these are just videos that I have on my watch later list that I'm fully intending to try out. And I want to put you guys onto them as well. And lots of them are very popular already. But number 21, going back to 1 Cent Crochet. I think she has a lot of free patterns, which is awesome. She has, it's another cow pattern, but it's a sitting cow rather than the standing cow that we looked at in the the Instagram portion. Number 22 is by Crafter Frog. This one has a lot of, I think this one has millions of views, and it's a baby dino. It's so small and squishy. It looks like it'd be pretty quick, but it looks like it may have some bobble stitches for arms, so I don't know that it's beginner. But you guys can let me know if you've made it. If you've made any of these already that I haven't made, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Or if you have other suggestions for everyone else who's watching it, leave a comment, and I'd love to know too, because I'm always looking for more patterns. All right, number 23, all from Jade, baby jellyfish. Something that I've noticed is there are so many crochet patterns for sea life. I don't know why that is. maybe sea animals have like a more simple body structure than mammals, but either way, I love it. I love all the sea life. So I haven't seen that video, but I would imagine that it's fairly detailed based on the other one that I used from her. The baby octo was very easy to follow. All right, so number 24 is the DoubleDutchCrochet squid. And that one's really cute too. Oh my gosh. It looks like it's a little bit bigger, but it's so adorable. So please tag me if you make that. Okay, number 25, all from Jade. Again, we're going back to all from Jade, and it's her baby whale pattern. I 100% plan to make this one because while I've made several whales. Showed you the giant whale, this kind of small but not tiny whale, and so these baby whales seem really small. I don't know if it's also part of a mama whale, baby whale situation. It might be, but I fully intend on making these baby whales. So check out my Instagram. I'll definitely be market prepping some of those before the middle of March. Okay, number 26. Oh, another 1 Cent Crochet. Okay, she is on it. So this is also a sea turtle, and it looks like it's a pretty small one. Right now I'm personally looking for market prepping patterns, and so I'm looking for relatively quick makes. So I think this would probably fit into that category. I can't wait to try that out and then compare it to, let's see, the other one was, oh, I didn't write down who made that, but can't wait to make that. Number 27, Rose and Lily, and it's their Easter Peep pattern. So if I have time, this is not as high on my priority list, but if I have time, I would like to try it out for my upcoming spring review, Easter review lists. I would love to try that out. It's so cute. So if anyone is trying to make things for Easter baskets, I think that would be a really good, I can't vouch for the pattern because I haven't tried it, but it looks super cute. Okay, number 28, K-Boy and Canvas. I wonder if this is the one that I see everywhere that everybody making. It's the Mushy Pop. So I wonder if that's the original. It probably is. It's adorable, and this is the one where it goes up and down. And so you can kind of use it as a fidget toy, or you or whoever buys it, or your kid. Super cute. Alright, and then the next one is a bear. I don't think I've made a bear. I don't think I've ever made a bear, but this is Little Whimsy, and the pattern is Waffle the Bear. So adorable. That's definitely on my list to make. Super cute. Now the last one is not an animal, so I thought I would throw in this flower keychain that I saw, which I would like to have that on my keys. It's adorable. It's, sorry if I don't say this correctly, Lingsy Handmade. And so all these links will be in the description. All the YouTubes will be linked, and then the Instagram, I will give you their handles. Most of these patterns are pinned on their page or easy to find on their page. So that's how I'm gonna do that. But this flower keychain is so cute. Oh my gosh. And that would be a really good gift for Easter or spring too. Maybe if you had a teenager, a preteen who wanna put it as a bag clip on their book bag. I know my 5-year-old would love that. All right, thank you for tuning in. If you've made it to the end, wow, thank you. If you jumped around, that's cool too. I hope that this was helpful. I know I love collecting all these patterns, whether they be free, like these in the video, or paid. I do like to support other creators and buy their patterns. But yeah, I can't wait to try some of these out, and please let me know if you try anything out based on my recommendation, and put in the comments if you have other free patterns that you've enjoyed that you'd like to tell other people about, or if they're your pattern. You know, shout yourself out in the comments. I would love that. So I hope everyone has a really good day. Toodaloo!